Hello, everyone. Welcome to our After Story podcast. We love spooky tales that make you shiver. I'm Anne, and this is my friend Mike.
Hi, listeners. Close your eyes and imagine Chinatown in Singapore. It's night. The streets are wet from rain. Neon lights glow in the dark. You smell incense and hear soft footsteps. Old buildings stand tall, hiding secrets in their shadows.
Perfectly creepy, Mike. Tonight, we're diving into Shadows in the Charm. It's a story from Singapore, full of mystery and ghosts. But first, let's talk about Javanese beliefs, because they're a big part of this tale.
Right, Anne. In Java, people believe in Kuntilanak, a ghost of a woman who died in a sad way, like during pregnancy. She wears a white dress, has long hair, and white eyes. Her whispers scare everyone.
So spooky. There's also Susuk, a charm that makes you attractive or controls someone's heart. A dukun, or shaman, makes it, but it's dangerous. It can call dark spirits, like the Kuntilanak. Why would anyone use it?
Good question. In Singapore, they have similar stories. The Pontianak is a ghost like the Kuntilanak. You might hear about Fipo, Chinese ghosts, in old places like Chinatown. These beliefs make the story feel real and scary.
Totally. Now, let's meet the characters. Amy is a writer from America. She came to Singapore to follow her dreams. Lucas owns an art studio called Melody Haven. He loves painting, but something strange traps his heart.
And then there's Maria, a singer from Java. She's quiet and carries a heavy sadness. She used a green necklace, a Susuk charm, to make Lucas love her, but it brought danger to everyone.
That's right. In the story, they burned the necklace in a ritual. Lucas was free, but Maria vanished. Where did she go? Why did she use the charm? Is the studio hiding more secrets?
Oh, I love these questions. What if Maria was running from her past? Could the Kuntilanak still be watching her? And what about the Dukun? Is he the real villain?
Great thoughts, Mike. Tonight, our after story is so exciting. We'll step into Maria's world. We'll learn why she turned to a dukun. We'll explore the haunted history of Melody Haven. And imagine this. What if Maria went back to Java to face the dukun and break the curse?
That sounds thrilling. We'll also uncover Singapore's ghost stories and secrets from the past, like whispers and mirrors. Is the Kuntilanak still in the studio? Are you ready, Anne?
So ready. Listeners, turn off your lights and get ready. This story will take you to dark places, maybe even to the mirror. Okay, Mike, let's start with Maria. She's so interesting, but we know so little about her past. Why did she use the Susuk charm?
Right, Anne. Picture Maria in a small village in Java. She grew up surrounded by rice fields and quiet nights. She loved to sing, but her life changed after a terrible fire. In a letter we made up, she wrote, "My family died in a fire when I was young. I felt alone, like the world left me." So sad. She lost everything.
That's so heavy. That pain must have stayed with her. In her letter to a dukun, a Javanese shaman, she said, "I don't want to lose someone I love again. Please help." The dukun gave her a green necklace with a Susuk charm to make Lucas love her.
But Susuk isn't just a pretty object. In Java, it's a powerful charm. It can make you more attractive or even control someone's heart. But there's a big price. Users might be haunted by spirits or trapped by dark forces. Maria didn't know she was calling a Kuntilanak.
What's a Kuntilanak, Mike? It sounds really scary.
It is. The Kuntilanak is a female ghost in Javanese and Malay stories. She's a woman who died in a sad way, often during pregnancy. She wears a long white dress, has long black hair, and white eyes that glow in the dark. Her whispers and cries make people shiver. Some Dukans use her power to make strong charms, like Maria's necklace.
That gives me chills. So, Maria's Susuk brought this ghost to Melody Haven? Tell us more about these beliefs, Mike.
Sure, in Java, Dukan are shamans who know old magic. They mix prayers and rituals to help people or sometimes harm them. A susuk can be a small needle or a jewel, like Maria's necklace. People believe it holds spiritual power, but it can tie you to spirits like the Kuntilanak. In villages, stories warn that using susuk might curse you forever.
Wow, that's intense. Does Singapore have stories like this?
Yes, Singapore is full of ghost tales. In Chinatown and Tiong Bahru, people talk about the Pontianak, a ghost very like the Kuntilanak. She haunts dark alleys and old buildings. There are also Phi Po, Chinese ghosts, said to wander in shophouses. During World War II, many died in Singapore, and some believe their spirits stayed behind, especially in places like Melody Haven.
That's so creepy. Speaking of Melody Haven, I found a made-up newspaper article from 1940. It's called Tragic Fire in Chinatown. It says, a young Javanese woman died in a fire in the building that became the studio. After that, people heard strange whispers and saw shadows in mirrors.
Spooky. Let me read a bit. The fire started at midnight. Neighbors heard screams, but no one could save her. Now, they say a woman's shadow walks the halls. That could explain why the studio feels so strange, Anne.
It gets creepier. There's a made-up diary from 1950 by a tenant in the building. Listen to this. Every night, I hear a woman whispering from the mirror. Her shadow moves, but the room is empty. Could this be the Kuntilanak from the fire?
I think so. The studio might have been haunted long before Maria arrived. A listener commented, the studio might have more cursed objects, maybe hidden in the attic. What do you think, Anne?
That's a wild idea. Imagine old jewelry or mirrors locked away, holding spirits. Another listener said, what if the Dukan still controls Maria? He might be the real villain. That makes me wonder about Maria's story.
Right. Let's talk about her. Maria came to Singapore to sing, but her heart was broken. She saw Lucas and wanted his love, maybe to feel whole again. But using the susuk was a dangerous choice. It pulled her into a dark world.
Poor Maria. In the story, she vanished after they burned the necklace in a ritual. Lucas was free, but where did she go? Let's imagine she went back to Java to face the Dukan. What do you think happened, Mike?
I see Maria walking through a dark forest in Java. The moon is high, the trees whisper. She reaches a small hut where the Dukan lives. She's nervous but strong. She says, I want to be free from this curse.
Oh, I can feel the tension. What did the Dukan say?
He looks at her with dark eyes and says, the Kuntilanak won't leave easily. You must face it in the mirror. Maria's heart races. She knows this is her only chance.
That's so scary. Picture Maria standing in front of an old mirror. The room is dark, only lit by candles. Suddenly, she sees the Kuntilanak. Long hair, pale face, white eyes staring back. I'd be terrified.
Me too. But Maria doesn't run. She lights more candles and prays loudly. She takes the green jewel from the necklace and throws it into a holy fire. A loud scream fills the air. Black smoke rises. Then, silence. Maria says, I feel like myself again.
Wow, that's powerful. But wait, she also said, some nights I still hear whispers. What does that mean? A listener commented, Maria might still be haunted by the Kuntilanak. Do you think she's really free, Mike?
It's hard to say, Anne. In Javanese stories, Susuk and Kuntilanak are tied to strong magic. The spirits might never fully leave. Another listener said, what if the Kuntilanak wants Maria to stay in Java? Maybe it's protecting her or trapping her.
That's a creaky thought. Let's compare this to other cultures. In the West, they have the White Lady, a ghost tied to sadness or lost love, like the Kuntilanak. But Javanese ghosts seem more connected to charms and rituals. What makes them different, Mike?
Good point. The White Lady often haunts old houses or castles, but she's not usually tied to objects like Susuk. In Java, the Kuntilanak can be called by magic, making her more dangerous. It's like the charm gives her power to stay.
That makes sense. This story shows how beliefs shape our fears, whether in Java or Singapore. Science might say shadows and mirrors are just tricks, or whispers are just the wind. But do you believe that, Mike?
Ha, not really. I think the Kuntilanak might want to tell her story. Maria hears those whispers as a warning. Don't use dark magic again.
Wow, Mike, this story gives me goosebumps. Maria's journey, the Susuk charm, and the Kuntilanak make us think about the power of beliefs. Her sadness led her to a dark choice, but was it worth it?
Right, Anne. The story of Melody Haven feels alive with secrets. I can still imagine those whispers in the mirrors. Do you think Maria is safe now? Or is the Kuntilanak still watching her?
Great questions. What about the studio? Could it still be haunted? A listener said maybe there's another charm hidden in the walls. Listeners, what do you think? Is Maria free from the curse?
And here's another thought. If you found the green necklace in a dark alley, would you pick it up or would you run? Have you ever felt a strange presence or seen a shadow that wasn't there?
Ugh, I'd run so fast. Everyone, share your thoughts in the comments. Tell us about a creepy place you visited. Did you hear whispers or see something strange? We want to know.
Yes, and don't miss our next podcast. We'll explore more haunted stories from Singapore's dark corners. Are you brave enough to keep listening?
Turn off your lights and we'll see you next time. But be careful. If you pass an old building, don't look in the mirrors. You never know who's watching back. And with that, our journey into another strange story comes to a close. We hope you found our peek into the peculiar to your liking and maybe even shared a little smile with us. If you enjoyed this episode of the Otherworldly Stories, please remember to give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. You can also share this story with a friend who appreciates a good mystery and a bit of a laugh. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, stay safe out there and keep an eye on the shadows.